In 2007, a book written by William P. Young called The Shack came out.
That long ago?
That long ago.
I thought
10
it
years
was a
ago.
little bit later.
10 years ago. And it was a fascinating story about
Interesting.
learning how to trust and learning how to forgive. And a couple of years ago, they announced that they will be doing a movie after it. And now, finally, we
Granted
actually
to say,
see
when
it.
we read the book, we thought this would make a great movie.
This will make a great movie, that's what we said, and he ended up making a great movie. Here's the thing, looking at just at the book to the movies
Adaptation.
this one's pretty much sticking to the point. There's few things in the book that did not make it into the movie, and of
A
course,
lot of things, actually.
there's a bunch of stuff that was not in the book that made it into the movie, but you kind of get used to the stuff. The main point here is, does the movie do justice when it comes to adaptation? Because here's the thing, there's a certain thing about a book that you always wonder, when they make a movie out of it, can they copy the thing that made the book special and turn it into put it into the movie and still keep it? I think Shack does it. I think they kept the whole spirit of forgiveness and learning how to trust. They kept it in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the book, when I read the book, like, it's dialogue heavy. And to me, like, everything that is, like, all the dialogue that's in the book that actually got translated into the movie is something I don't necessarily look... It's not something that I wanna... I already know that stuff, okay? It's like, I'm very, like, logical, very, like, when it comes to theology, as Christians, you know, it's stuff that I know. I can quote you, I can give you my opinion anytime during the day, anytime during the... Like, you wake me 3 a.m. in the morning, you ask me, I don't know, is God real, or do you believe in angels, stuff like that, you know, I'll give you whatever you want to, you know, 3 a.m. So some of that stuff was like unnecessary reading for me, and it kind of got translated into the movie as well. But having said that, like, one of the guys I talked to online in one of the movie groups I'm in said that this movie was everything that Collateral Beauty wasn't, just because of the twist in the Collateral Beauty, whereas here all the abstract concepts of God are actually abstract concepts of God that actually take place inside of the movie. And to me, that is one thing that attracted me to the book and to the movie as well, because showing God as an black woman from American South, I think that's one of the coolest things anyone can do, because it's one of those things that nobody ever imagines God to be, because everybody thinks of him as this old man sitting high up, sitting high up in heaven, or as they say in the movie, is Santa Claus. So to put an image of God into this black woman, unfortunately, called Papa,
to make the matters better.
or more ridiculous and more awesome, is just so awesome that I can't
but it's definitely
help
something that resonated even in the book. Reading
the only thing I had a problem with is she didn't have a southern accent. But other than that, like I said, the dialogue heavy was a little bit too much for me, made me kind of bored. Even though the themes and concepts they talk about, I understand, or at least.
But here's the thing: you're looking at a dialogue-heavy book.
True.
And that's what made it special.
Listen.
You can't knock half the dialogue off and make it into an action film, because that's what it's not. So, in order to keep everything that made the book special, when you translate it into the movie, you're looking at a dialogue-heavy movie.
I agree. However, there could have been something more going on inside of the movie. I'm not saying there should have been, I don't know, there should have been an action-heavy movie, but I'm just saying, like, most of the time when he was either talking to... There was one scene where he was talking to Papa and he was... kneading dough, yeah, exactly. When he was with Jesus, he was sitting on the wharf and looking into the lake. They could have been in the workshop and doing something, you know. I'm just saying there could have been something more going on.
At that time, Jesus was making something into the shed.
I know, but they could have been doing something. They could have been fishing or something. I don't know, but it was just, if there was more things going on the screen, I wouldn't have been bored at the movie. Like, I was fidgeting the whole time. our sister, like I took one of our sisters to see it, she was like, would you stop fidgeting like every 20 minutes, you know? So it was like,
Well, that's your problem.
I know, I'm just,
I wasn't fidgeting at
I
all.
know, I'm just saying, because I was bored.
But what he did with Jesus,
I'm not saying the
when
movie was
they talk,
bored. I mean, somebody else might find it more interesting, like somebody who's more interested in the themes that they were already discussing. You know,
I found it more interesting.
I believe you, but to me it was like, okay, I know all this stuff. It's like, okay, whatever. So can we just?
And here we see example number 358,673.18. What makes the movie not special? You see, when you walk into the movie theater with certain expectations,
I didn't have any expectations, but I had already read the book years ago, so I knew what the movie was about. So I knew what I was gonna see.
Here's the thing: if you read the book, if you go see the movie, when you go see the movie, keep your perspective fresh. Don't go in there, I know what happens, or I'm gonna figure out what's happening.
That I had, because
but look at it as a different thing than the book.
I did, but that's not.
So did I.
The
For
same
me, I
themes
got
that
all.
were in the book, the same themes I already know, and don't. The movie didn't offer me any new perspectives.
You mean it was supposed to be different than the book?
Not necessarily. I'm just saying everything that was in the movie, it wasn't that much of interest to me, even though it should be, and there was nothing new that I could learn from the movie. That's all I'm saying.
But okay, this is going spiritual, so this goes places. That's on him.
That's all I'm saying.
This is a whole nother conversation. We're talking about the movie. You like it? You want to rate it?
I liked it enough. I mean, it was the cinematography was cool. The acting was. I mean, Sam Worthington did a great job.
Octavia Spencer did a good job.
If she had a southern accent, that would have been even more better. But whatever. I'm gonna give it. I don't know. It wasn't bad. It wasn't really good. I'm giving it 17 out of 30. Wow. Like I said, none of the themes that they discussed were that much interested to me because I already have an opinion about them. So they didn't offer me anything new.
23 out of 30.
Okay.
Like I said, I walked into the movie
because
and I didn't go into the whole, okay, I read the book and I'm kind of know what was going on. I actually went and I wanted to get a fresh perspective, a different perspective. And the point was, yes, they're going to talk about the stuff that I already know, the stuff that's already in the book, but I want to
listen.
I want to hear it again for the first time.
Yeah.
That was my perspective. And when you do it like that, you can actually learn something.
No, definitely. I mean, you can learn from any movie. This one, I think, there's a lot of things, as you said, the theme of forgiveness and trusting in God or higher power or whatever you believe in. As you said before, we're Christians. So it's like we try to keep our faith out of our movie reviews, but obviously this movie is kind of like crossing.
Tied into it. So you can't really
we can really avoid
shut it off.
Yeah. So the theme of forgiveness is very well known to me. Seriously, I'm a very forgiving person, so it's like the themes that they discussed, there wasn't anything new offered to me. So from theological point of view, I can't use that part of the movie that much to influence my score. But I have to, because I was bored through the movie. Simply because it didn't offer anything new. And there was nothing going on the screen that would make that boredom that much less, I don't know, tangible. Because I am rarely bored.
If you go and see the movie and you keep your perspective to, well, I already know about forgiveness, I know about trust, I know about stuff, you're going to get disappointed the same way he got disappointed.
I wasn't disappointed,
He was bored.
Yeah.
So you're going to get bored, you're not going to be disappointed, my apologies.
It's not the same thing.
As I just apologized for. But
because
here's the thing,
because at one point in time, Oprah was rumored to play God, and I was so against it. And when that didn't happen, I was glad that it didn't happen. Octavia Spencer did a great job.
Yeah.
So Sam Worthington, he's one of these guys that I didn't even expect to be in this movie. He did a great job.
Tim McGraw did a great job.
Everybody did a great job.
Tim McGraw in them.
definitely. And the guy playing Jesus, he was true to the book, true to the
And the girl playing
Stereo-
Sarayu.
and the girl playing the Holy Spirit. I think she was Chinese in the book, but I could be wrong. But you know, she was still.
I think she was Native American though.
No, she was Asian. Indian. So she was definitely Asian in the book, and I'm glad they kept that thing going on in the movie. They could have given her more, but to do or say, I guess. But
This is the thing, you're looking at a 2-hour-long movie, and
a little bit over. But yeah, that's
when you
one of
set
the-
up the story and when you finish the story,
Yeah.
a lot of time goes into that, and that only leaves so much time to actually deal with the stuff that's relevant for the
Yeah.
movie.
And
But you know, we obviously have different opinions about it. I
as
obviously,
we should,
yeah, which rarely happens. But
not that rarely, but our
it was
scores
a joke. It was a joke. But so you,
wasn't very funny for you.
here you see two very different opinions about the same movie. But at the same time, you know, if you want to go see it, it really is a movie worth seeing. Just like I said, keep your mind open, keep your eyes and your ears open. You actually might hear something there. Even if you hear it again and again, you might learn something new.
True that.
Weird Bash Brothers, like, subscribe, comment, and you got your own opinions, let us know. He's gonna he replies to everything, so
Yeah.
that's it from us. Till next time.
Bash Bros.